Welcome to the Grizzly Bear Grub Hub training module. My name is Casey, and today I'll be teaching you a few things that you will need to know as you begin your work in our concession stand. If you have long hair, you should wear your hair tied back, and everyone should wear a hat or a hairnet when working in the concession stand. If you have a beard or a mustache, you should also wear a beard net. Everyone should wear long pants and closed-toed shoes when working in the concession stand. This is to prevent injuries and ensure your safety. If you are feeling sick before your scheduled time to work in the concession stand, you should contact the manager in charge and let them know of your illness. It's important that you don't work in the concession stand if you're feeling ill. A policy we have for everyone who works in our concession stand is that there is no smoking allowed in or around the concession stand. There are designated smoking areas in the stadium if you choose to smoke. Cleanliness is a #1 rule in our concession stand. It's important to wear clean clothes and maintain good personal hygiene. I will now demonstrate proper hand washing techniques so that everyone has a good baseline to start with. To start, it's important to remove all jewelry and wristwatches. These can carry bacteria. It's important to use hot water when washing your hands. This will help kill bacteria. Wet your hands and then be sure to use an antibacterial soap. It's important to scrub all parts of your hands, including the backs of your hands, in between your fingers, around your nails and under your nails, your palms, and above your wrists on your arms. When rinsing, be sure to remove all of the soap from your body. Then, dry your hands with a paper towel. Use the paper towel to turn off the sink to prevent germ spread. To follow up, it's important to be sure that after your hands are clean, you wear food-safe gloves. Be sure not to use latex gloves, as this can cause a problem for customers who may have a latex allergy. Sandwich preparation for the Grub Hub is going to be one of the most time-consuming food preparation tasks. In order to provide high quality and consistent products to our valued customers, it's important that sandwiches are made the same way each and every time. In order to ensure this high quality, the next part of our training module will show you how to properly make a turkey sandwich. The first step in preparation is to make sure that your workspace is clean and sanitized. This has already been done in our workspace. To sanitize your workspace properly, it's best to use a sanitizing wipe or a towel and sanitizing solution in water. The utensils you will need to collect in order to prepare your sandwiches include a cutting board, some sharp knives, a towel, a vinegar wash for your produce, containers to hold your sliced produce, and of course all of your food products. The food products you will need to make a turkey sandwich include 2 slices of bread, 1 slice of cheddar cheese, 4 ounces of sliced turkey meat, a tomato, which we will slice. We'll use 2 slices per sandwich, and lettuce. We will use 3 leaves of lettuce per sandwich. To prepare your lettuce, it's important to cut the end off of the head of lettuce first. Just start here and chop your end off. The ends of all of your produce can be saved for our school's compost program. Be sure to wash your lettuce before you use it. It's important to dry your lettuce after it's been washed in order to prevent soggy sandwiches. To prepare your tomato, it's important to wash your tomatoes first as they may contain a waxy outside. To prepare a vinegar wash, I've simply used distilled vinegar mixed with water. Simply dip your tomato in the mixture and scrub it lightly. Being sure to cover all the surfaces. Lightly dry your tomato on the towel you have already. And then just simply cut the end off. Like I mentioned earlier, this can also be saved for the school's compost program. It's important then to slice your tomato in thin slices. When beginning your sandwich preparation, it's important to remember that each time a sandwich is made, it needs to be made in the same order. This will help ensure quality control. To start with, we will use 1 piece of bread as our foundation. The next step in making your sandwich is adding lettuce. To be sure your lettuce is dry, simply pat your lettuce on your towel before adding it to your sandwich. This can prevent your sandwich from getting soggy. The next thing we want to do is add our lettuce to our sandwich. If you need to fold it, that's fine. Just make sure it looks nice. Being sure our products look nice helps keep customers coming back. The next step is to add our sliced tomatoes. You should use 2 slices. The next thing we're going to do is add our 4 ounces of turkey meat. The next step after you have all your turkey on your sandwich is to add your slice of cheese. Then finally our last piece of bread. And we're going to cut our sandwich in half to make it a little easier to eat. And there you have it. The next step in our process is to wrap our sandwich completely in saran wrap. This will help preserve its freshness as well as make it easy to deliver to our customer. Just simply set your sandwich in the middle of the saran wrap and make sure that all of the edges are nicely covered and that there's no exposed areas. It's nice and wrapped. And this is how we will serve our sandwiches to our customers. After all sandwiches are made and during the process, it's important to remember that all cold parts of the sandwich, including the tomatoes, lettuce, cheese, and turkey, remain at a proper temperature. This means below 41 degrees. After your sandwiches are prepared and they are wrapped in saran wrap, it's important to store them in a cooler or refrigerated case until they're ready to serve. The final step in our preparation process is to be sure that all cooking surfaces and utensils are washed and sanitized properly. Be sure that you leave the workspace clean and organized for the next person to use it. This concludes this portion of our training module. If you have any further questions, feel free to contact your concession stands manager.